Okay, so basically this is how I made my avatar for VR chat. One of the first things I did was just straight up mangle the tail on here, since this is supposed to be long, since it's supposed to be like the Ligeia. I don't know how to say it, unfortunately, but basically the boy kisser VR chat free use model template. But yeah, I mangled the tail so it looks like a fox tail. And as for like ensuring there's as little clipping as possible, since I barely even knew what I was doing and I was doing it all by myself to get a thing that I'm actually happy with, this is basically what I did to the character in Blender. Man, I'm fucking Swiss cheese under my clothes. Like, come on, man. Under my clothes, I'm fucking Swiss cheese. Like, why would I add a toggle to disable my clothes if I'm literal Swiss cheese underneath? There's no reason to add that to ensure that there's no Swiss cheese. Uh, but yeah. As for like the texture shit, the that's like the old one. This is the new one. Basically, if we just quickly open this up, we can see that I snatched assets from like the other used templates, like the brown eyes is from whichever the brown eye one is. Yeah, this one. I basically snatched the template from this one to get the brown eye. And as for like the closed eye, I basically just brute forced the textures until I figured out how to create the effect I wanted. I also did a few Google searches to figure out how to use the proper material to get glass on mobile. But yeah. And like in the earlier revision of my character where I decided to have, colorful paw pads, I once again had to brute force trying to figure out which is which, and basically I managed to hold on. Whatever, I'll just grab this random ass one, select there. But basically I had to brute force and I managed to figure out where the paws are. Like the little paws up here are green and the ones down here are orange, and that was like the old revision of my character. But yeah, basically that's how I made my character for VR chat, to have as little clipping as possible and actually look like my character. Mainly brute forcing textures was like the first thing I ever did. Then I did the glasses stuff, going into Blender. Like, if we just take a look at this, and I cut off the backs of the glasses. Like, normally they're supposed to have like little things at the end, but yeah, I just cut those off. And I did a Google search to figure out the material I needed to have actual glass on Android, or like the standalone headsets. Then after that, I basically tried putting the clothes on and then did all this freaking, like, the first thing I did was Swiss cheese the freaking top. Had to do a lot of junk with the VCR Fury, but yeah, it was worth it. And now there's minimal clipping when moving my arms and top half. And with the bottom half, again, I had to freaking Swiss cheese, like my waist freaking looks like one of those Five Nights at Freddy's endoskeletons, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But yeah, I had to do that for the shorts and all of that. The worst clipping I have is mainly just walking, and it clips through the shorts from the front slightly. And when raising, I think it is this arm. No. This arm, the left arm, it clips in this little armpit area a bit. But then again, it is always awkward positions I normally never find myself in. So, yeah. That's basically all I did. Brute force texture, fucked around with glasses to remove polygons, fucked around with the actual model to turn it into freaking Swiss cheese to remove all the clipping. Can't forget about the fact that I mangled the tail so it looks like a fox tail instead of a cat tail. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But like, come on, man. I turned into freaking Swiss cheese to avoid clipping as much as I can. I still can't get over it. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's pretty much how I did it.